I can't hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Which is probably best because you have nothing to say except guilt. Just wallow in your guilt. I guess you're a masochist.
Thank you.
You must feel really good about yourself, right?
Yeah.
When you're alone, you think, oh, I'm so noble. I'm so noble, right? You suck. You guys suck so bad. Right on, right? You. I'd like to beat you to death with this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. Cool word. Do you have pronouns too, you idiots? You got pronouns? Oh, and you're feeling good about yourself too, I guess. About all the people you guys murdered. That's okay, right? It's okay. Keep up the good work. We're all right behind you.
So we've seen where Karens know they're being recorded and they just don't care. That's why I said there needs to be some kind of a bigger consequence for certain behaviors.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Again, Dina, you're the lawyer. I thought I heard a crime. I thought I heard someone say something about beating someone to death. And by that, I mean the male Karen. But we'll give you a little more background. That male Karen threatening to beat pro-Palestine protester with his cane. It's scary. According to the poster of the clip, incident occurred when pro-Palestine activists were setting up a table outside Columbia University. And you see the close-ups there. Setting up a table, that's the information we have, not engaging in mutual combat or threats thereof. Dina, they said they were laughing at him, and he even mocked that, called them killers, said you must be proud of yourself. And then I did, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard the male Karen say, I wish or I'd like to beat you to death, something to that effect. What does your legal eye see and hear based on this clip?
You know, we talked about vulnerable communities. Well, the Palestinian Arab Muslim community, it is socially acceptable right now to say or do anything you want to them. I'm actually Arab American. I have a leadership role in my community. I have been very involved in this issue. And we are at a time where we can't talk. We can't even say anything. We can't, these poor people are trying to set up a table and talk about things that are important to them, expression of the First Amendment. And that's the kind of hate they get. And sadly, that's just a small example. People in my community are so suffering right now because they have lost lives of so many family members, and just any human being seeing what's happening to the children there, and so many people starving to death and not getting basic drinking water, and now a polio epidemic. And at the same time, not being able to speak at all about it here. It is the most socially accepted right now form of hate. It's okay, you know, I mean, the DNC, which was fabulous, except for the fact that they couldn't have anybody talk about Gaza on the stage. We're not even okay enough to be seen as part of the Democratic Party, which is a big tent party. And I'm a delegate to the California Democratic Party. I'm a strong Democrat. I don't matter right now as a big tent. That was definitely the message that was sent. I really hope that Harris Waltz rectify it because I love them. They're like fantastic in every other way. But that decision they made has really affected a lot of people who are really hurting. And, you know, why do we have to keep doing this? You know, why do we have to not see every part of our society and not feel like everybody's lives matter and everybody deserves to have a voice? And I don't, it never ends well for the people in power. It just doesn't. At some point, there's always, like, if you tamp down somebody's speech, this is why I'm always a proponent of First Amendment speech, even if it's hateful, because it's going to come out one way or another. And the inability to allow the voice of people who are suffering right now because of what's happening in Gaza is so bad on so many levels.
I just don't understand this radioactive approach. I mean, what would have been the harm? Look, there were people who said, I'm with her, I'm with Harris Walls. What could they really have said? I want humanity respected. I want life respected. They're going to vet the comments anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've created, if you're going to be for the people, you have to be for all the people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be. So on the one hand, we have people like the male Karen, who is outspoken with his disgusting, vile bigotry. And on the other hand, you have quote unquote good people who choose to look the other way or silence reasonable discussion. And I agree with you. I don't understand the decision by those behind the scenes or the powers that be. Ultimately, the buck stops where it does. We can't respect all people unless all people have a voice in this thing. I'm just heartbroken by it.